Morning guys, what can I say? 4:30, alarm went off, I got no coffee, I think I'm dressed properly, I've only got my Fuji camera, I've got you on the M50 with one battery and my tripod. Yeah, I made the effort to get up. You've probably already seen I was here last night. You've probably seen a couple of photographs I took last night with the overcast sky, and yeah, went back to the van, had me pot noodle, which was really nice, and me packet of crisps, which fulfilled me. But yeah, I did say to you I was going to get up in the morning for sunrise no matter what the conditions. Well, it's quiet. There's no wind, or very little wind. There's no one around. Big clear sky patches. Behind you the sun's slowly coming up. I think we're about half an hour from sunrise. Nothing's really shouting at me this is going to be a good image. I don't know. The sun's going to come up, so I don't know, but there's not a lot of cloud over there to light up. But I'm here, I'm at this lovely lovely rock formation and I've got a drop of orange to keep me going. So yeah, it's just me and you this morning. I don't know whether this will be a very long one. Like I say, I've only got one battery. I did find out when I went back to the van last night that over that side where the National Trust area is, there is masses and masses and masses of rocks. And there's one rock in particular I've seen on Google that is just balanced. I mean, this one's balanced. This is mind-blowing, but there's a big slab underneath it. The one I've seen on the picture last night is just a huge rock, probably 10-20 times the size of that on a very small pinnacle. So yeah, we're going to have a look at that later on. If I do take any photographs, I'll just take a few photos. I'm not going to vlog it. I'm going to have a bit of time with the wife, which she doesn't get me all to herself very often. So yeah, we're going to walk down there later on before we head off and take a few pictures and have a walk around, just explore the area, I think. But this morning you've got me on your own, and I'm going to set up maybe 1-2 possible shots. That's all I really want. Try to get this in the foreground, bit of sunlight in the background, maybe a sun star or something like that would be good. So yeah, leave me with it for 5 minutes. Let's see if I can set this bad boy up. And look at that, we've got some colour up there. A little bit of colour in the sky. So a bit of shut up and get this camera set up. But there's a little bit of hope, a little bit of orange in the sky. So see you in a bit. I've been running around like an idiot. Well, I haven't. I've been mooching around. I haven't been running around. I've been taking my time. As you can see now, probably can't up there. Let's see if I can help you out a little bit. What can we got behind us? Don't want plus, do we? Minus. Yeah, you can see that there. We've got some colour. We've got a bit of colour over in the distance. We've got some nice lines up in the sky there. The sun's going to come up, I think, behind the rock. Now, I've moved around a little bit. I have taken some shots, and I'm going to show you them. I'm happy enough with them, they're alright. Use these lines. I did get the colour, I got a little bit of colour. I've quickly run down there. It was a mega rush job. As soon as I saw the light and I told you I've got to go, it was a rush job. I run down and just pretty much done a basic setup, pointed at the rock, tried to find a little bit of a lead in and just pick out the sky behind it. Bosh, got that one. I run around this side, there's some boulders and stuff around here. I had a look around there. I took a few last night from this direction. There seems to be 2 lines from the rocks that lead you in, and the sky behind it basically. It's really nice. I really like this rock formation, but where the light's coming up, it's going to be difficult to get a decent foreground and the starburst, and I don't think I'm going to get it because the sun's coming up just over there in that little dip, and it's a big thick bank of cloud over there. But what I am watching is these, I think they're stratus clouds, the really high level clouds, and they're just wisping up now, and really nice. So they're all catching the light, but they're all leading the eye that way, which is sort of away from the subject there, you know. So if you're using them, your image is going to be drawn that direction. So you need to be down the bottom of the cliff, really, to get the rock in the right place. So consequently, I'm just struggling. I think what I might do is if I go up high, let's see if I can get up high for you. Oh, climb up there. Right, so if I come up a bit higher, you see the rocks drop below the horizon, and it doesn't have that same impact. It's not quite the same. Don't get me wrong, it's still a nice shot. It still looks pretty good, but as you can see, when it's dropping below, it really doesn't have that same impact as when it's up in the air, and you can see all the space underneath it. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do, keep it higher than the horizon. And it is difficult. If there was anything behind me and the light come up and it's going to light it, the only thing I can think of is maybe get the other side of it, set up something for when the light comes up, when the light kisses the top of it, or the light breaks over the top of these clouds, it illuminates all this lot. Maybe that's the answer. But yeah, I've not got the heading gear properly, I think, this morning. It was a little bit of a late start. I should have been here a bit earlier, or made a bit of planning last night of where I was going to be. I thought the sun was going to come up down there, so I geared up for shooting that direction, but it's not. It's definitely over there, behind that cloud over there. So it could be a case of when the light pops up, I have a mad rush round, grab the camera, set it up, wallop. A bit like I normally do. I'm not very big on this planning for one shot. I'm not very good at it at all, because I see so many compositions, I see so many things I personally like. I think there's always more than one. I really struggle with people that can go out, set the camera up, sit there and wait there for everything to happen and just get one shot. I really struggle with that. I'd like to be able to do it. It'd be a lot less, a lot less work on Photoshop and Lightroom, a lot less processing. But I don't. I end up seeing this and I think, oh, I quite like that, and oh, I quite like that, and I take them. And then I get back and I've got dozens of photographs to look through. A lot of them I get rid of, and I end up with a big bunch of photographs, as you all know. But this is nice and peaceful this morning, just me and you. Yeah, it's quite nice. Don't get used to it though. Don't get used to it at all. It's not my style, but it is quite nice. As a change, it's nice. Listening to the birds, just watching the clouds. I can see light rays now, so the sun's definitely up in the sky, but it is tucked behind a bank of cloud. So maybe I've already got the best shot of the morning. Maybe that's it. Right, let me have another look round, see if I can find something slightly different. Like I say, maybe set something up that side, because I don't think I'm going to get that starburst. But I'll work it out if I can, because now I know it's there. There is this little row there. You see this? You can just about see on the end of my finger. There's this patch of green there, and it takes you up. So by standing sort of around that area, you get that bit of a leading going up to the rock. But it's quite minimal. It's black and white. It's sky, rock, so light, dark. It's difficult. It's a difficult combination. But yeah, quite nice indeed. It's all fizzling out a little bit now. Sun's coming up, wispy clouds are disappearing. The rock's not moved, it's still there. Still a nice morning. I have taken a couple more images. I've got the camera set up this direction at the moment. As you can see there, camera set up there. And I'm using two leading lines. I've got a leading line, where are we? From this bit down there. And I've got a leading line from that bit down there. So that one and that one is taking you up, and then I had a bit of wispy clouds above it. Hopefully the light, if it breaches those clouds, because the clouds seem to be following it in all fairness, the stronger the sun gets, the higher the sun gets, the more it's pushing the clouds this way, because they're right above me now, whereas they weren't before. no worries at all. I've enjoyed my morning. I've got a couple of shots, no amazing shots, nothing fantastic. I've got a little bit of orange, which is always nice to see, because if you don't wake up, you don't get to see that bit of orange, do you? So yeah, happy with that. I'm going to cut short now. I'm not going to make this too long. Very simple one, very me. What I may do, don't disappear just yet, I may bung on a little bit at the end of this, just to show you the van, or the bus as we call it. Yeah, I may show you that, and a few snaps from the other place that we get later on. But yeah, thanks for watching this simple little vlog this morning of me getting up for sunrise, which I've thoroughly enjoyed, and thank you for joining me on it. Yeah, stick around, lots more from me to come, as you know. Get out as much as I can, and I should be getting out a lot more now I've got the bus. So yeah, till next time, take it easy, get out and shoot, don't stay in bed. Till next time, ciao, bye. Oh my God, guys, I can't leave you here. I know I've just said goodbye. Scrap that for a moment. Denise is still in bed. It's still only 6:15. She's not answering the radio, so she's definitely still asleep, or at least trying. So it's just me and you. Instead of me just walking off into the distance like I normally do, I just got to that pathway and I've just seen some amazing rocks. Now, if you've not been here before, I think it's my turn to show you around. Come on, let's go and have a look at these rocks. You don't want me to go yet, do you, anyway? Come on. This is absolutely amazing. There's a proper pathway there. You see the big bright bit? There's a proper pathway for the National Trust to take you through. But this is fantastic. I've never seen anything like this. Oh my God, I've seen an image of that before. See, look at that little lone tree there. Just there. I've seen images of a lone tree. I've seen that canyon. This is just, I've never seen it real. It just goes on and on and on. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm so pleased that I'm the one showing you this, because I've not seen this on a vlog. I've not seen this videoed. So I'm really, really excited to be the one to show you this. And if I have, if it has been, then I'm just going to be repeating myself. Look at the size of these things. This is just, look at this. Look at that, how does that happen? Obviously it's erosion, but it's fascinating, absolutely fascinating. How does it erode around underneath? Look at them. You can see daylight. You can see daylight between them. Just there, look, there. Just there, daylight. So how does the top one erode into a rock or a boulder and leave itself perched on the top? It's just, it's phenomenal. This has got to be what it's like if you go over to the Rockies, you know, like the Canadian Rockies and things like that. I mean, look at that through there. I'm gonna have to take a few photos, maybe on my phone, or even with, I might even just get the Fuji and handheld a few. But that, showing the rocks in the distance, through the gaps is just... Oh, there's a cuckoo. I think it is anyway. Look, this is absolutely fantastic. You can't see this yet, but I can see through here. There's a... I'm not sure if you can see that little gap just there. Can you see that rock? That little tiny rock. Just perched. You just all want to flick it off. Where is it? There. Just... Right, I'm going to take a few snapshots. You never know, the sun might bless me a little bit, but yeah, I'm just going to handheld a few shots. I'll show you them anyway, why not? I'll show you what I'm doing. But this is brilliant. Come and visit this place. I've not even got into the big part yet because it all goes down there, and I think I've seen this. I think I've seen that rock I told you about, this big massive boulder balanced on this little tiny thing. If I can, so going to do hashtag keep the selfie. Oh yes. You know I couldn't help myself. Check this out. Hashtag keep the many selfies. Well, I'm just blown away by this place. I can't keep saying it enough. I've got to go and get the wife. I've got to bring her over here. This, I actually feel like, I kind of feel like I'm in a film set. Now, maybe these have been used in films before. Oh God, tell me that's not a photograph. Look at that. How is that not a photo? How can a photographer, any kind of photographer like me, how can I come and not take that, even if it's just washed out, there's no light on it? How can I not go home with a keepsake for that? My word. But yeah, I do. I feel like I'm on a film set. I mean, it just doesn't look real. How does that? And how does that thing I just walking through? And how does it look real? It just doesn't look real. I know I sound stupid, but I'm excited. I'm a little bit lost for words. I've got to get a picture of that. I can't leave a lone tree like that on its own. No way. I know, this is insane, isn't it? Absolutely insane. But this is, look at this. My wife, Denise, Mrs. C, keeps telling me, stop being animated, stop getting carried away with yourself, but wow, I'm just, look at the gap, look at this. God, look at that up there. Look at the patterns it causes. This is really quite good. And there's tons of it. The more I walk around, I've just seen a deer running. I've just seen birds flying past, and I can hear the cuckoos, and it's just fantastic. I was going to go and get the wife, wasn't I? I'm going to have to go and wake her up. And I've got the self to my place. I've got the place to myself even. I'm just trying to work out how to get down now, because I've got a tripod in my hand. Let's go down this way before I fall and drop you, and you have a laugh, and I drop my tripod and it bounces off. Oh, this is really good. I'm a bit bored of watching this now. God, it goes down there. It goes off down here. I bet this is a popular place. I really do. When the summer comes. That lone tree behind me now. Look at that for a lone tree. I've just shot it from the other side, which is better because I think the light on a sunset from this side would be absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Sunset from this side, eh? Wouldn't that be cool? But these are fantastic looking rocks. Very sort of, feel like I'm in a caveman film set. I said before just now, I feel like I'm in a film set, but this does. I'm just expecting a caveman or something to run around the corner, or Planet of the Apes. Oh God, yeah, Planet of the Apes. Now that I can imagine. Let's put that down a minute. Oh, that I can imagine. Planet of the Apes. All the apes coming, bundling over the top of that lot, rushing down. I'm going to take another shot. Very bland. But I keep saying this time and time again. You're out. You know what I mean? You're out. You're here. You're on location. You know, line it up the best I can. Let's move it over this way. I've got a gap now. I've got to do something with this tripod, haven't I? This is live now. Going live from Compton on 10. Right. Loosen that off a little bit. What I tend to do is I have the tensioner on quite a lot, so I can actually loosen the tripod off and move the camera around. So wide out at 18mm. It's not a bad guess. I've got the little rock over on that side. I've got the lone tree up on the top. I might just move back a little bit because I've only got an 18mm on. And that's all I've shot this morning. Go on now, I've got to go further back. I need the whole lot in. The whole lot in. But I need to keep those gaps there. Right. Something like that. My tripod's off balance now, but there we go. Big set of rocks. Where are we? Big set of rocks. Lone tree. Centre set of rocks. Separation between that one and that one. Very, very important. And then we've got rock, 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 and finishing on that set of rocks. And then we've got down here in this bottom corner, triangular bottom fixing point. So there, how simple was that? All I've got to do now is level the camera off with the electronic level, which is now level. I then put my 2-second timer on. I balance my exposure. Oh, I'm in manual, full manual at the moment. Right, let's go back to shutter priority. So no, let's go to semi-manual. ISO 200, F8. I've moved that, haven't I? Knocked it. Right, F8. The bracketing is on, so it's going to bracket one over and one under, and now I'm just balancing the histogram on the back to bring the highlights just off of clipping on the right hand side by adjusting me adjusting me EV stops. So I'm about, what are we, a third underexposed. Right, make sure my 2-second timer's on, it is. And then focus, I'm on manual focus as well, which is rare for me. Right, focus, 2-second timer, wait for it to beep. There's your photo.